get this question a lot, and I think the answer depends on your personal preference, and it also ties into the question of how long do I need to wait before I switch to demi-permanent? So I want to address those two things because I get them a lot. So I personally did not get highlights. I grew my gray out for 5 months because I thought I was going to go natural, decided against it. So I guess that did help some in my favor. However, I did and still do have a line between where my old permanent is and my demi over the gray is. I personally am okay with that. Others may not be. So that's when you would get highlights, and you see a lot of people on the internet getting highlights. Highlights are very damaging to your hair. Once that gloss or the toner washes out, you are going to be left probably with a lot of like underlying warmth. Not to mention that previously highlighted hair is going to be a lot more porous and likely to grab color differently, unevenly. You're dealing with that as well. So you have a couple options. Option A is to gradually go lighter over time. So start off with something that's kind of matching your existing permanent or slightly lighter, and over time you're going to lighten your formula so it's not as much of a contrast at first. Option B, I guess, is just like switch to demi-permanent, and you don't need to wait. Like when it's time to touch up your roots again, instead of using permanent, you would use demi. I'm about 10 months out since I last used permanent. I think it depends on the lighting, and over time it does become less noticeable. But I think like about right here is where my demi ends and my permanent begins. So it's subtle and you get used to it, and I'm totally okay with it. I'm fine, but you may not be, and highlights could work for you. And I did consider them at one point, but ultimately, I'm like, I don't want the maintenance of them. I don't.